Welcome to Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to a show.
Welcome to the show.
The podcast.
The podcast.
The podcast.
The Deaf and Dumb.
The podcast.
Deaf and Dumb. With Dan and Dud.
It's Dud and Dan.
Dan and Dud. Daniel.
I was born
Daniel.
first, so Dudley and
No,
Dan.
but it's...
It flows. Dudley and Dan.
Uh-huh. No.
Yes.
No. Beauty
Very
before age. Yes.
We're twins.
Huh?
We're twins.
No,
So
but we're
beauty
not
is the same.
exact. We're not... I mean, we're identical, but we're not identical.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
We're not identical.
No one knows
We
what
do
you're
not
saying.
have... I mean, we are identical, but we're not.
Uh-huh.
We don't look exactly the same. Your
Yeah.
hair is slightly darker than mine.
I
I don't know why that
I'm
is.
taller.
You're not. You're not taller.
I'm half an
We're the
inch
same
taller.
height. That we're the same on.
No, we're not. You said we were different.
We're different
I'm just
in
listing
other
away.
ways. You have a widow's
I'm
peak.
because I'm taller. I'm tall with darker hair. So dark, and handsome.
You're not
Um,
either of those. Any of those
so-
things. You're not any of those.
You
things.
make great points, Daniel.
You have a widow's point.
I do have a widow's
I don't
peak.
have one of those.
Yes,
A widow's peak.
I do.
The peak of the widow. I don't understand why they call it
My
that.
hair is thicker. Yours is thinning.
It's not, not that at all. No,
Yeah. Not that.
It's not that at all. You wear glasses. I do not anymore.
I see better.
You don't. I see better without my glasses.
I thought about doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
With this government money they keep sending.
It costs more than that.
I'll use Jess's too.
Yeah.
And the one that's supposed to go to the baby. No. I thought about it that day.
Yeah,
right? But,
I'm still paying for mine.
Yeah.
I almost have it paid off, but
that's good.
yeah,
It's not a small chunk of change.
it's not. But I have had no regrets. I mean, my eyes get a little dry sometimes. But other than that, it's been pretty great.
Yeah.
I can, in the current times where I have to wear a mask, I don't have to worry about fogging my glasses.
I just don't wear my glasses when I wear them.
So that's why you're running into things. Well,
I don't run into anything.
Sure.
It's just everything's a little blurrier. I don't go out often, but the last time I did, we made a Lowe's run, and I didn't wear my glasses in the store, and I'm like, man, how did I live so long without glasses?
Well, your eyes probably weren't that bad for most of it. Your life.
No, it was mostly I squinted a lot.
Yeah.
And who knows when it went bad. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You want to talk about games?
Yeah, sure.
Video games? Video games?
Yes.
I've been playing Control,
Yes.
which is great. I really like it. It's a really kind of trippy game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I talked about it last week. You're like, you show up to this bureau, the Federal Bureau of Control, which is handles like paranormal and
X-Files.
X-Files type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you're now the director.
Of course.
And you also get visions from the previous director.
Of course.
Who's like it's funny you said X-Files, because to me he's the smoking man, because that's all, he's always just a silhouette and he's smoking and talking, and I'm just like, this is the smoking man from the X-Files.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. And so he pops up as like a weird projection thing.
Yeah.
And it's just a cool game, like visually and mechanically. The fighting combat is pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just walk into a room, you're walking around this place that's kind of empty except for the floating people.
Yeah.
There are people floating around, and sometimes these guys just show up, and sometimes they like come down and like turn red and they start attacking you. Mm-hmm. So I'm always like watching them, those people floating.
Yeah.
I'm just like
waiting for them to start moving.
I'm gonna tiptoe into the room and see if they come down. Nope. Okay, we're good. Or they come down and then screens and stuff, and all kinds of weird stuff bounce around these.
Yeah.
And it can be intense. And the only way you heal is by doing damage. Mm-hmm. Like you do damage to the enemies, and they drop these orbs that you heal yourself with. That's the only way. So even if like you get in a fight and you get hit really bad, I'm like, and this happened to me a couple times, and I have almost no health left, and I'm like, crap. I retreat to get back away from them, and I'm like, I have to go back in there to get health, otherwise I'm going to die. But if I go back in there, I might die.
Yeah.
So it makes for some intense combat bits. It's been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also these like this building is like somewhere. It's in reality. It's in New York, but parts of it aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are thresholds, they call them.
Yeah.
Like you're walking into this mine, this quarry, basically at one point, and it's just like open star skies above you. And I'm like, I'm in a building.
Yeah.
And then like you transport to like the astral plane where you learn to do things. And then my favorite bit though is you go to these areas where you have to traverse the Ocean View hotel. I guess it's a hotel. And so you go up. All it is like there will be a platform or something, and it's just a light switch, like the old timey pull chain light switch type thing.
Yeah.
It's one of those. And there's always a sign next to it. There's like hotel connection or whatever. The rule of 3 applies or something like that. And you pull it 3 times, and then you're in a hotel. It's like the color changes, and then like the third pull, you're in a hallway of a hotel. And there's always like these different puzzles you have to do involving ringing a bell and going into different rooms to eventually get a key to go through another room where you pull another chain 3 times and you're in a different place.
Yeah.
It's like you travel through there. And it's weird because they call it the Ocean... I read some documents in the game about it, and they call it the Ocean View Hotel, but apparently it's like an inland state. It's nowhere... It's not... It's like a landlocked state.
So there's no...
They're not 100% sure where it is, but they don't think it's near an ocean at all.
Why is it called the ocean?
Who knows? It's one of those weird things. And it's weird because you're inside, but you can't get out. You can see the door, the front door, you're in the lobby, and their window. In fact, one of the times I go there, you can hear people banging on the doors like, hey, I guess they're not open. And they can't get in, you can't get out. It's weird. But it's a cool game, and it looks fantastic. I really like it, but I kind of got off of playing it. But I was like, I kept thinking about it. I kept wanting to play it some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. And then you got there's these weird things you get introduced to.
Very descriptive.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. It comes from like the weird alternate plane where they're this cloud of pulsing black stuff, like particles and stuff. It's just like warping and twitching and splashing, and they're terrifying you can't fight them. They just like kill you, and so you get stuck in these scenarios where you have to like get them to follow you and try to get it to go around one way so you can get past them, and you're like trying to sneak around them kind of thing. And I hate them, and they pop up at random times. I'm just like, oh crap, what is that? Oh crap, it's one of those things. I'm running away. It's a cool game. I really like it. I'm really enjoying it.
Okay.
And then I don't know. I just learned more about the character I'm playing and how her weird relationship with all of this. It's interesting. I'm enjoying it. I like it a lot. So if you're looking for a really good mix of third-person shooter, a little bit of puzzly like exploration game, I recommend it. It's pretty good. I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
I been playing Animal Crossing a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Just enough to. I'm kind of getting to where I'm probably not going to play it a whole lot.
Because you're rich now.
Yeah.
You don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, basically.
Basic.
Yeah, basic.
So
basically, this week, Robert got like a really high turnip price.
Yes, he did.
It was 5 something. I can't remember what it is now off the top of my head, but it was high.
Yeah, it was like
580 something.
Yeah, something like that.
And because of that, I had $1 million in turnips.
Yeah.
And I flipped them for $6 million.
Yeah.
And even after leaving a substantial tip to Robert.
You only did that to outdo me.
Yes.
That's the only reason you did it.
I do not deny it. I showed him what a real tip was. Because you left him 2 bags.
Did I?
Of 99.
Yeah, I did. I did leave him.
So you left him.
I left him almost 200,000.
I left him 4.
I know. After grumbling to me about leaving a tip, like you did all this stuff about like not wanting. I don't want to tip anybody. I don't think I should have to tip anyone.
I didn't say that. I said I said my logic is if I ever had the high
Uh-huh.
numbers, I wouldn't require tips. So
Which
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
was BS. I think you would want a tip.
No, I wouldn't.
You would be like, no, I don't need a tip.
No, I wouldn't.
But
I
you're
would
secretly
literally
hoping-
just.
You're
wouldn't
secretly
even-
hoping for a tip?
No, I don't care at all because I'm rich. Because my logic is here's my logic.
Uh-huh.
It's so easy to make money in this game.
Yeah.
Like, so tipping someone money just seems like pointless
Well,
to
it's
me.
not. I mean, you have to jump through some hoops to. You gotta be willing to go out and you hit the stock market and try
Play
to
the
like,
game.
but you also gotta find people you can go and you gotta get in line and there's stuff involved with making that kind of money.
Even then, even if you didn't go to the extreme I did,
yeah.
I would. If like I took it on the easier route, I would still have several million.
Well, yeah,
Because-
I took it on the more casual round. I'm sitting on 6 million.
Yeah, I have 10 million right now.
Yeah.
Because
So
I got 6
no, I
this
didn't
week,
work as hard.
and I left 400,000 to Robert,
Uh-huh.
and still had 6 million.
Yeah.
To throw in the bank, and so I'm like 10 point. I've been buying whatever I want. I still haven't gotten below 10 million.
Yeah.
It's so. Because it's so easy to make money, I don't see the point of leaving money tip. Now, if you have an item they want or something, then that's fine. But, I don't know. I left it mostly just to one up you.
Yeah, I know.
Really,
Which he
two
was
ups.
happy with and he was like, "Oh, that was a great tip." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah,
I mean,
and I was like,
it was a chunk of what I made.
He was
so-
like, "Oh, that's a big chip," and I was like, "How much did you leave?"
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "Oh, he left 2 bags." So I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, really?"
Uh-huh.
I'll show you what.
It reminds me of the time-
a real tip.
It reminds me of a time. It was St. Patrick's Day,
Uh-huh.
many years ago.
Oh,
We were at a bar,
Mhm.
and a friend of ours was working there, and that's the reason we went there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she was our waitress, and so we were kind of
Yeah.
we had some drinks and stuff, and then we were gonna tip her, and she was having a terrible night. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm gonna leave her a good tip just to kind of
Yeah.
make her feel better. And
I did the same.
and you did the same, but we both went to fill out our tip thing, and you said, what are you tipping? I was like, $8, and you're like, okay. And then after we filled out the stuff and gave it back, and I was like, how much you tip? $9. Like, yeah, I actually did 10.
No, I think I did 10.
No, you didn't. I outdid you because I lied to you.
Yeah.
I said $8, and you're like,
Well, I think I did 10, and then you did more.
well, I don't know,
I
but I
think you
did a
did
lot.
more than me.
They were both absurd tips. We didn't
Yeah.
even I don't even know if we got food. I
don't
don't
think
remember.
we did.
I think we had a couple of drinks. That was it. It was an absurd tip, but I was just like I purposely
I
told
remember it
you.
being higher. I don't know.
I don't
what
remember how much it was, but I remember it being like I told you like a couple of dollars less than what I actually gave.
Yeah, I think the tip was more than what we spent on
Probably.
the meal or whatever.
So this is the length we will go to outdo each other.
Yes. Usually to other people's benefits.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, so I've been kind of slowing down. I have all the fossils. I didn't even dig up the fossil today. Well, I was still getting them because Rob needed 2 more, but I found the last 2 he needed.
Yeah.
I had one yesterday and one a couple of days ago and one today. So
Yeah.
we
I
all
got
have
my
our
last
fossils,
one this
so,
week.
I mean, other than selling them, there's really no reason.
I've started picking out the ones I want to just build on my island.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
yeah. I have a couple of. I got 2 halves of what was it, the big cat one.
The
what's it
saber-tooth.
Saber-tooth. That's the word I was
forgot what
looking
a
at.
saber-tooth-
I just couldn't
The
think of.
big
I kept
kitty
thinking
cat.
cheetah.
The kitty cat. What's
Cougar.
it called? The prehistoric one.
Yeah, the prehistoric kitty cat. I got both pieces of it in one day, and so I just bloop, I plopped it down in front of my shop. I'm like, that looks cool.
Yeah, I did something similar with another one. It's a big thing that's like 2 halves and it's a big wingspan.
Yeah.
No. It's the elk-looking thing.
The what?
It's an elk.
An elk.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have wings at all.
Yeah, it doesn't have wings. It has antlers.
Horns?
Horns, antlers, and so
Uh-huh.
I was thinking wings, but yeah,
They can't fly with those, Dudley.
It was 2 halves, and so I got those the same
So-
day. So in front of my museum is a giant.
So are you saying that things with antlers,
No.
those used to be wings, and they're just too lazy? They stopped. They evolved away from them because they stopped using them because they're lazy.
No,
Is that what you're saying, Dudley? Horns used to be wings.
I misremembered. I just remembered they were spread out.
Wings, formerly horns,
Yeah.
or
No.
horns, formerly wings.
No. Moving on. we also played Clank Legacy.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I want to talk to him about, ask you something about Animal Crossing. Did you buy turnips today?
Yes.
How much did you buy?
Just one inventory.
Okay, that's what I figured, because that's what I did.
I wasn't.
Your heart's not in the game anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
it
just
takes
day
up so much
trading
room.
at this point.
Really, yeah. Just like, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, just touching. I got the money to throw around.
I mean, I bought, I think it was what?
I bet you I can tell you exactly why you did it. Huh. Because on the off chance that you get a high sell one, you want to have some turnips to sell.
Of course.
That's exactly it, right?
Yeah.
It's not that you need the money.
No.
It's just you don't want to ever get caught with great prices and
not
no stocks to sell.
Yeah.
Now, here's the deal. This is the way you fix this. So you don't have to think about this. Because you're a rich man now.
Yes.
You don't need this life. You don't need the stress.
Okay.
Don't ask what the prices are.
That's true.
You could just do that.
Which wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Except every Saturday, Rob is going to be like, what's y'all's prices?
Every Saturday?
Sunday.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
No, I mean, like, you could look at the purchasing prices, but don't look at the prices for the rest of the week. You just don't buy any and don't look at the prices.
If I forget, then that may be it.
Except I don't like this because I need you to find out if you got good prices so I can come sell it.
See, that's the problem. There's other people asking. I can't just
you could just be like,
ignore.
No, you could just be like, I don't do that anymore. Mm-hmm. But you're that's where you made your money. I know,
yes.
I know.
I'm retired.
I'm retired. I've moved on. That was a big part of my life at one point.
I'm living on the interest.
I'm just not. That's not me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've moved on. I need you to not, to take my needs and my mental health seriously and not ask me the prices.
I'm probably gonna always buy one inventory every week, and then if I make money, well, if I'm great. If not, well.
I'm just like trying to get my island in shape right now. I kicked one guy off. Not really. He said I'm leaving, and I said I don't care.
Yes, please. Was it Rodney?
No, it wasn't Rodney.
Yeah, a lot of people hate Rodney.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a pretty common thing.
Really? I kind of got to where I don't mind Rodney.
I saw on in a Facebook group I'm in for Animal Crossing, one guy was like,
you want to have Rodney?
Rodney showed up in my island.
Yeah, when he showed up, I was like, I don't want you here.
Yeah,
and then he stayed, and I've kind of become to just accept him.
Apparently, someone else in the group got him. So it's pretty funny. They're like, thank you for visiting. Like, I'm never coming to your island again.
Yeah. No, it was Rocket.
Rocket.
Yeah, it's the guy that I had. I think it might have been a girl. It's a monkey in pink, so it might have been a girl. I don't want to guess. I don't want to assume gender, so I'm just gonna go. It was a monkey.
Okay.
And so she was like, I think I need to go on an adventure and try something else. I said, you should do that.
Why not?
I don't really care. Now, Apple. I love Apple. Apple's my favorite one. And she, at one point, she was just like, I'm going to leave. And I'm like, don't you dare. And I was like, no. And she was like, oh, well, you feel so strongly. I was like, you never leave.
Yeah.
That's not the exact words. That wasn't the option I was given. That's what I was screaming at the screen while my character filtered that into, oh, no, don't go.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, oh.
I don't have anyone in I'm just particularly attached to.
Do you even know their names?
There's Spike.
Spike? What is Spike?
Spike is a rhino.
Oh, okay. How appropriate.
Yeah. With a scar on one side of his nose.
Okay, I think I saw him.
Yeah. There's Spike. He's relatively new. Then there's Cranston.
Like Bryan Cranston?
Yes, that's why I invited him. Because his name was Cranston. He's a bird.
You have a lot of birds.
I have a lot of birds.
I don't have any birds. The first time I went to your island, I was just like, there are so many birds here.
Yeah. And then there's Coach.
Coach?
Who's a bird.
Yeah. What kind of bird?
No, wait. No. He's not a bird. He's something else. What is he?
Something bird-like? Oh, is it a deer? Did it have antlers
no, it
instead of
antlers.
wings?
I can't remember. I mean, Coach
those
might be a bird.
You have trouble discerning those, Dudley. I just recently learned.
Coach.
See, you don't know your islanders. That's really sad.
I have a bunny.
bunny.
A
I would
blue
love to have a
bunny.
bunny. A blue bunny.
Yeah, don't you stay the fuck
what-
away. She's adorable. You don't come near her.
I bet she
I
is.
can't remember her
What's her
name.
name? You don't even know her
I
name.
can't remember.
You can't claim.
I think she's the newest person on my island. I can't remember. I just remember
See,
going, "Oh, you're cute."
You're such a gross rich
Um,
person. You don't even know the people who live in
Yeah,
your
I
neighborhood.
haven't even spent money on my island
Uh-huh.
very much.
Yeah.
I got ramps going up to my house. That's
Yeah.
about it.
I've been working on stuff. I have a boxing ring.
Yeah, I have a half of one.
I got a
the-
neutral corner.
Yeah.
And so I just bought 3 more neutral corners.
Oh,
and
really?
made
I have a red
neutral-
corner and a blue corner.
Yeah, so I can show you a neutral corner if you want to. You want to make that happen.
neutralize to
Yeah,
it.
if that's what you want.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
But I have just an all neutral. You know, anyone's welcomed.
Yeah,
It's
no, I want red versus blue.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed in you that you don't know who your island is.
Okay, name all the people on your island.
Okay.
Go.
Vivian. Daisy.
Uh-huh.
Rodney.
Uh-huh.
Apple.
Uh-huh.
Clive.
I can't verify any of this information. You could be completely bullshitting this right now. I have no idea.
Jethro.
Yeah, no, that's not real.
Jeremiah.
Not real.
Beelzebub.
Definitely real.
I think that was all of them, though.
Speaking of Beelzebub, I kind of want to play Diablo again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got the
got that
urge
itch?
earlier this week.
Yeah. You got the devil in you.
Yeah, which is not a big deal. I have it on my Switch, so I can just hop on.
I need to try it on there, because I
It's
hear
good
it's
on
really
console.
great
It's
on that
really
way.
good on console.
Yeah.
I
Feels
really,
good?
Yeah, it feels
That's the
good.
best way to take the devil in.
I think so.
Yeah.
You can carry it with you everywhere
Yeah.
you go.
You can have the devil with you
Yes.
at all times.
Always.
Yeah.
And so I enjoyed
Get
playing
in front of
it.
me, Satan.
I need to get on my Switch, Satan. I need to get back to it and play it some more because I was progressing through it pretty good there for a little while, but I don't remember how far I got.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's just I saw some art for the Diablo 3. It was like some old screen grabs.
Yeah.
The original Diablo 3 they were making like early 2000.
Yeah.
And it just made me go, I should play Diablo again. I get that every once in a while. So
Yeah.
and yeah. Anyway, we played Clank Legacy.
Yes, we did.
We have finished the campaign of
Yes,
Clank Legacy.
we have done all of the games.
And who won?
I won.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You did not win.
No, I did. I won the round.
You won that game.
I know. I won the game. So
But who won
what's the problem?
campaign?
I won the game.
You won that game.
I won the game.
Barely.
What's the
Only by a
difference?
couple points.
No, it was 7 points.
It was not that many.
It was 7 points.
It was 4 points.
It was 5 points.
It was 4.
You were 52 and I was
53.
No, you were not 53.
153. You
I
were
was
157.
158.
You were 157. I beat by only 4 points.
So I won the game.
You did win the game.
I
You
won
did
the
not
game.
win the campaign.
I won the game.
I won the campaign.
I won the game. We all won the campaign because it was a great joy to play.
That is true. But overall, based on the scoring system, which I don't want to get into because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, I won, and I'm not going to say what I won because I don't
you
wanna
didn't
spoil
win it.
I did.
I
win.
won the game.
It's fantastic.
It's great.
It's a great.
It's really great.
It's really good. I cannot wait to play through it again.
Yeah, I know you've been
with
talking
the
about
cart
it.
rights.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun.
It was a blast. We
I am
started
curious.
it. It's what we've been playing on it for 5 months now.
Well, I got it for Christmas.
Yeah.
And we finally played it the first week of January during the break.
Yeah.
We played it like 3, or we did like
We did a
6
bunch of
games.
games all at once.
We did half of them like the first week.
Yeah.
And then we kind of trickled out the rest.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Yeah.
It's
a
really
lot
good.
of fun.
Now I want to talk about there are a couple things. One, I'm curious when I play it again what it's going to be like with 4 players because we played only with 3.
Yeah.
I'm curious how that's going to shift the dynamic.
Yeah, probably
Also,
only a little bit.
I'm curious what we missed.
Yeah, I know there's a couple of things that we missed.
Yeah, or because I know certain things,
Yeah, you
choices,
get choices,
made,
yeah.
because players get choices at
Yeah.
a certain point, and that determines.
Yeah.
So just to get an idea,
I mean, we started the game off really poorly.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, the
the
first
first
game
thing,
was
the
the
first
worst.
event or whatever you want to call it, we don't even know what happened
no,
because we just completely botched it.
Yeah.
Like we just we got way too headstrong and went in and we're like, we got this, and we just
and
got so enthusiastic about all these things to look at.
And me and you got 0.
Yeah, and you and I ended up not dying below ground, and it was bad. It was bad, and we didn't even find out what was going on at the beginning. Like the first thing,
terrible.
We did terrible. So there's stuff,
but we got better.
We didn't get much better.
So
we got more cautious.
Yeah. I'm curious, like about the things that we missed because they have it's called the cardporium, is where all the cards that get added to the game
as you play. Yeah,
it's a big box. And it's really nice. And you open it and you get it'll tell you what number and then you pull out the numbers. We still have probably 30 cards still in there.
Probably.
I meant to count them just to see,
just
without looking at them, just to see how many were left. There's probably about 30 cards that we didn't get to.
Yeah.
And so I really want to know what those are.
Well, I'm certain some of them are like things we missed entirely.
Definitely.
And then some of them are just like alternate cards. Because, there are choices where, there are rounds where you have to make a choice.
Yeah.
And it drastically affects how that round plays out. So there's cards.
Yeah,
for
some of them I know are just other variations of the contracts, so different things depending on what you play. And I'm sure all of them, they just depend on which way you go. And so there's probably always going to be that many left at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was just a good time.
It was a blast. It made me... I've done this a little bit already, but I started looking again at other Legacy games.
Yeah.
Because I just like the continuation part of it.
The growing story.
And that you spend, how many hours we probably put?
I mean, the last game we played was 4 hours.
Yeah, we put a lot of hours into this.
So it was an average. I feel like we averaged probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
The early games were normal hour, so we probably averaged 2.5 hours, 3 hours a game. So that's
a bunch.
The number of games. So we put a lot
of times,
probably
and
30, 40 hours into it.
Mostly because you take forever to take your turn.
No,
take a long time.
You cannot complain about that.
I totally can, and I will.
You're just complaining because I'm really good at the game.
You're not really good at the game. You've been too long thinking.
Won the most of the games?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But
anyway, I started looking at other Legacy games, and there's stuff like Gloomhaven and Pandemic Legacy, the ones most people think of, which I'm interested in. But I was going down a list of popular ones, and the one you always talk about is Machikoro.
Machikoro
looks fun,
mostly because it's it's a shorter game.
Yeah, it's a quick game, and you can
you can play through them quickly, and I thought that would be a good.
I stumbled on a game I'd never heard of called The King's Dilemma, which I am very intrigued by.
Yes, me too. Because you sent me the video. You told me the video, and I went and watched
it. The Shut Up and Sit Down guys did a little review of it, and he described it, in his opinion, as the best version of a Game of Thrones type game.
Yeah.
And basically, it's a each player represents a different house, family, and each game is like a generational. There's a king, and you're part of the king's council, and you have to help. Get you all these dilemmas. There are cards and scenarios that come up, and you have to vote on what to do about them.
Yeah,
and there's a whole system of
voting,
arguing and voting and role playing
and
paying each other off and bribing and doing all kinds of fun stuff. And it sounds like a blast. It sounds like something we and some of our friends would heavily get into.
Yeah, I think so.
Because of the role playing elements and the. Yeah, I think it would be a blast.
I think it would be good.
The only problem is it's an $80 game.
Yeah,
which
is not bad,
not too bad,
considering Clank retail was $100.
The biggest problem is that it plays best at 5, and I've been told that it's recommended to play at 5, and just so you have the full council, as you will, and so the problem is picking the 5 players and picking that we can get either. Like my ideal, I think the group I would want, I know I would have a lot of fun, was me, you, Trey, Ham, and Brob.
Yeah,
it's like our dynamic.
Especially on the role playing element.
But with the role playing elements, I think we would all get into it. The problem is
Three of us live in one place.
Three of us live in one place.
Two of them
Ham
live in
and
another
Rob
place.
live in another place.
Yeah.
So, and I did a little research. There's a guy who made a video on how to do it virtually.
Really?
Using like Google Sheets and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's interesting, but I don't think it quite would feel the same.
Yeah.
So now I'm kind of mulling over the idea that like maybe we just need to
get it and just play when
get
we
it.
can.
Yeah, get it, and then like get Rob and Ham to come down for a weekend, and we'll take a day and play a whole bunch of games of it.
Yeah.
And then just and then we'll wait until the next time we get together, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm leaning at.
That'd be cool.
Because it looks fun, and I
good.
really enjoyed the legacy elements of the games, and it's a new thing that I kind of I get to like wanting more of, and
and when
really
it's done
like it.
well, it's
satisfying.
It's really fun.
It's you're building, even when it goes bad. You're like, oh, that went bad.
What are the consequences?
Yeah,
of this?
I now have to deal with the consequences of things going poorly, and and that game, the King's Dilemma has some interesting mechanics that seem to how they balance things out for the people, and so I'm really interested to see what kind of roles we fall into. So I don't know. It's on my list of things I may purchase and try to wrangle people together for.
Yeah, I'd be down for it. That sounds good. Back to Clank real quick.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is we had like one contract we didn't finish.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, and the game actually says if you still have stuff you need to do, you can still play.
Yeah, you can still play the board.
Like
Almost like a normal
game.
Yeah.
But that you can also play and then just do those contracts.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like wouldn't mind doing another game.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like it even says like any player. There are like leveling up things where you change your starting deck.
Yeah.
And it even says to like the ones that didn't get all the way there or whatever, just to go ahead and fill them out so that they're all on the same level, so that you can
because
you can play with other people and you don't have to,
because you get upgraded cards basically
Yeah.
and if you play with, if we didn't play with a fourth player,
No, we didn't.
So none of those cards have been changed.
Yeah.
If we do play with a fourth player, we can up them. And I figure I didn't even do it. Yeah, I just like whenever we have a fourth player wants to play it, we'll just do it then. Let them pick the things they get. But yeah, it's fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm trying to decide. We're probably going to do some of the Clank Legacy at the beach. So I was trying to decide if I was going to maybe go ahead and get Machikoro Legacy because it's pretty short. But I can't remember how many players it is, so I don't know if I'll get it or not. But it's good. It's the whole mechanic is just a fantastic idea.
It is. The first one I ever heard of was Pandemic Legacy.
It was the first.
It was one of the first ones. I mean, there's stuff like similar.
I wouldn't say mainstream, but it's first really popular.
Yeah, and I always heard it was great. And
because it has stuff like destroying the board. Kind of stuff.
I mean, a lot of them have similar stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
I mean, Clank Legacy we were supposed to destroy certain cubes and certain tokens and certain, there are times where like we really didn't. I kind of wish we had.
Looking back, I kind of wish we had too.
Yeah,
but
we just had a pile of. We
had
a bag where
it just coming from playing normal board games. It was really difficult,
hard to do.
To go. Okay, let's tear this up.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to destroy the pieces of the game. So I throw them all in a bag and they're still in the box. So yeah. We'll see. I'm kind of letting my plan is to let the Cartwrights make a lot of the major decisions. Since me and Jess will have played through this before, so when we play it, they'll let them pick which player, what roles first, and then,
let them get the first dibs.
Let them get first dibs, and then when it comes to major choices, let them get their input. Basically,
let them have the final say. Just because they don't. They're the ones not.
Yeah, they don't know what's happening, and I want to keep it up. And then also that gives some area for difference. It should be fun.
Yeah.
I might even tell them like, well, we did that way. Maybe, just. Not to influence your choice, but maybe we can see what happens if you don't. But yeah, I can't wait to play it again. I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, we also played Farm Sim 19.
Yeah.
Well,
Did I play
did.
this week?
You didn't play this week.
I don't think I played any this week.
Well, no, did me and you play?
Maybe very
That was
briefly.
earlier this week, I think.
No, I think that was last week because I talked
we talked
about how poorly you drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have fixed that, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
So me and
slowed
Trey,
down.
no. Well, yeah, a little bit of that. But me and Trey were playing. I spent a good chunk of Saturday just playing.
Y'all were playing. I was gonna jump in, but I was doing something else. I don't know what I was doing.
I don't know either. We didn't care. We spent a good chunk of the day just farming, and I was getting Trey up to speed of the stuff I learned in the brief time me and you played, how to do a few things, because he had no idea what he was doing when we got in it. But he also discovered you can do contracts for other farms. They have like a list of how much they pay for you to come and fertilize their field. Or whatever.
You're like a day worker.
Yeah, exactly. You can be do a gig.
Yeah,
and
I wouldn't call it a gig.
Trey. So when I jumped in on Tree Game, he was working on doing one of those. And then I helped him with it, and we were fertilizing a field. And it had a whole thing where if you bring your own equipment, you get more money. But if you want to use their equipment, they just reduce the pay or whatever. And so we did that. In fact, we spent a good chunk of time. At one point, I had to hop off, and when I came back, he had taken a huge contract to get like $30,000.
Okay.
Which is really not that much money, because we spent it on one equipment. After we finished we spent 30 minutes to an hour harvesting a huge field. Oh, yeah. It was like one of the really big ones.
Oh, wow.
And it was harvesting. He released the harvester, and he had a big 18-wheeler that was filling up.
Okay.
What I think it was.
So Trey's the contractor then.
Yeah. So I hopped in. He just had a hired worker just harvesting.
Yeah.
And he was driving the truck.
Okay.
Big 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Go and circle around. And he's like,
That's
well,
good.
I've done this. So if you want to hop in the harvester, and I'll fire this guy. And so we fired the...
Because he doesn't have to pay you.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're on the farm together.
You're partners.
Yeah, we're partners.
Okay. I'm glad y'all are working that
good.
That works for you.
Yes, we're very happy. we got a farm. No buildings yet. Just one field and some trees and like a deer stand looking thing. And then a cover to put our equipment under. But so we spent a long time. We had harvested the what is it? Something
was it
beets,
what y'all were
beets?
Okay.
Sugar beets.
It wasn't what y'all were doing when I came in later. Yesterday, you were working on. I think it was soybeans or something.
Yeah. We planted. So the field we bought.
Yeah.
Had sugar beets on it.
Okay.
So we harvested those.
Okay.
And then we
planted.
We plowed. And then,
do you want to talk about that here? I know y'all are partners, but I don't know what Trey wants y'all talking about plowing. Y'all do it.
It's a bit of work to plow. I got a tractor and we plowed.
Were you the plower or the plowee?
Well, I was driving the tractor.
Okay, so you were plowing.
I was plowing.
You were the plower.
And Trey just kind of was over to the side.
Over to the side?
And then he started...
You were plowing while Trey was to the side?
Yes.
Okay.
And then after... What was... Cultivating. That's the next stage. So you have to plow the field, and then you have to cultivate the field. So I was plowing first, and then Trey came in after and cultivated. And then we planted and fertilized at the same time. We had a machine that did both. Okay. So it would plant and fertilize the seeds. Yeah. And then we went with soybean because there was high demand for soybean. Okay. And then we were letting that grow. And then while that was growing, we were doing the we were harvesting it. We're taking a contract to harvest for another people, and we spent probably half an hour or more just harvesting the giant. The giant field. I'm sorry, Jess is handing me a note, and it says, "Save plowing again." I don't.
She likes to hear about you plowing.
I guess
Trey,
so.
your partner Trey, plowing.
And what's this other word? Meow.
Meow.
She probably did not expect me
For
to
everyone
read that
who's
on air.
for everyone who's listening, that noise you heard was her feeding the cat treats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She probably didn't expect me to say that on the episode.
Nope.
But then
it's
she should
there
hand
now.
me notes.
She should hand you notes because you can't read and not talk about it.
Yeah.
That's the way we do this show, where you keep notes and you just talk about what's on the notes.
Exactly. So yeah, we spent a long time where I was just driving the harvester in circles, basically harvesting a field while Trey would come in with the truck, and he would drive beside me and load the sugar beets.
He would come beside you and load.
Yes. I would unload while he was beside me.
Okay.
And we got by the time we finished that, we got back to our field, and it was like midnight. We started doing this contract at midnight. It was like pitch dark. And I'm just driving in this field in the dark.
Yeah, that's when I came in. You were running something or like in the middle of the night, and I'm like, it's dark.
Yeah, and then after that we went back to our field, and our soybeans had grown, and didn't work, did it?
Nope.
Daniel was trying to let the cat out, and he opened the door for her, and then she didn't go.
Well, I thought she's gonna go over there and she's gonna start meowing.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted, and
No.
she was like, "No, I don't want it."
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Your cat's a jerk.
Oh, wow. It came with the relationship. Our soybeans had grown.
Yeah.
And we went to the field. And
All in one night?
Yeah, things happen quickly. I don't know. But the soybeans had grown, and we went back to the field, and we went to it, and it said 100% weed. So
you were gonna make some real money.
well, not that kind of weed.
Oh.
Like the weed no one wants.
Oh. Like the weed, like it's not the same. It's like the weed in Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Closer.
It'll get you in trouble on Facebook.
So we had a ton of weed, and we're like, wait. So the previous version didn't have weed, so we didn't know how to deal with it.
You need to say weeds.
Weeds.
Not weed.
Weeds. Didn't have weeds. And we didn't know how to deal with it. And so we had to go do the wiki and
learn how to
do. So we thought we could just use this machine that would like rake the weed out.
Yeah.
And the weeds out, and that didn't do anything. It like only reduced it like a small percentage.
Okay.
And we were just running this comb thing over it, and I was like, "Well, it's not working." And then we found out we have to use herbicide to kill the.
You got to kill the weed,
weeds.
then you can take the weeds out.
Well, we didn't even have to take them out. It wouldn't let us take them out.
Okay.
I don't know what that other machine did. I think it was for another stage. Like if we caught it earlier.
Like before the weeds got out of control.
Yeah, before it got to 100%.
Yeah.
So we killed it.
Okay.
Which is really fast. You just spray it and they all die.
Yeah, well, that's good.
In the game.
Farming's easy.
Apparently.
Mass producing food is super easy.
But it's just me and Trey enjoy this game way too much.
You do. I enjoy it too, but I almost enjoy watching you two.
And he was telling me, he goes, yeah, there are people that take it very seriously.
Oh,
or like play it. I was like, because I goof around a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, I drove the pickup truck into the river.
Yeah.
Just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And apparently the river is just really shallow.
Oh.
So I was just driving on the water. And then so I drove it over a waterfall.
Yeah.
Which flipped, but once I landed upright, it was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't until, I rolled on the roof that I had problems. But, yeah, it's just funny. But there's like a whole guy, there's a guy who does Let's Plays there. He takes it very seriously and, like, is in character the whole time. And, you're going to go try to let the cat, that the cat will start meowing. Because that's where its bathroom is. In that room.
I don't know why I'm doing this. It's not even my cat.
I don't know either. You're concerned
the quality of the sound.
Show.
I care about that.
But yeah, there's a guy who like takes it very seriously. Like role plays the character and everything. And Let's Play.
Does he use an accent?
I don't know. He's a British dude. That's all I know.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of like a very European game.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a thing. Jeremy Clarkson from they stole our joke.
Did they?
Yeah, because he has a farming show he's doing on Amazon.
Yeah.
And this literally clickbait. Jeremy Clarkson buys a Lamborghini for his farm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's our joke.
Yeah.
He's like,
he got a tractor.
He got a tractor. He got a Lamborghini tractor. And I'm like, we made this joke ages ago.
3 years ago?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while.
I have to go back. We should go find the episode and tweet it at him. Like, we made this joke, man.
Yeah.
Just the title of the episode. The Lamborghini of tractors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we played that, and we spent way too much time, had way too much fun.
Well, that's the point of video games, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And then I started playing Terraria again.
Yeah, I tried a couple of times to jump in, and I'm still kind of a... It's one of those games, like, when I was playing it...
slow.
Yeah, it's real slow, and I remember all the crazy stuff I was doing and all the cool stuff I had and how I was just, like, trucking.
Yeah.
And I started, and I'm like, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
You start out real slow.
Slow, and I'm like, oh, yeah. This is how this game begins. And so I was like, kind of just not getting into it.
Yeah.
I tried, like, twice now.
Yeah.
And they had an update this week.
Yeah, that's why
Journey
I started
mode,
playing.
Journey's End.
Journey's End, yeah.
And so I loaded up a Journey game.
Which is like creative mode, basically.
It's like a creative mode, but you have to unlock stuff to be able to duplicate things. So you start with like a basic set of equipment. I started with this nest on my head with a bird in it that goes and attacks things for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So like I'm like working on something and a slime comes hopping up and it just goes whoop and kills that slime.
Huh.
And
maybe I should do that.
And
I thought it was just like a creative mode.
Yeah, it's not like a full unlimited like thing with there's like some things you can do.
Is all the bosses still in it?
I don't know, but you can build up. There's a whole happiness thing with your NPCs as you build plate. You can build plates and they prefer to live in certain biomes.
Oh, really?
So you can build things so they can live there and be happier. So it had a little bit of a town management building thing going on, but also like once you get enough. You build something enough or whatever, then you can duplicate it as many times as you want. So you have to do it. You have to actually do it and build it first.
So it's not just a full.
It's not. It's not like Minecraft where you just open the inventory and you grab whatever you want.
Cool,
it's not like that. So there's a little bit of like you have to work for it, which I think is a great thing. Because every time I try to do creative mode Minecraft, I kind of get bored.
Yeah.
I start trying to build something and I just kind of lose interest and then.
Okay, I might start a new game then.
Yeah. So I have one game for that, and I have another regular game that I was just kind of checking out. So I don't know what I want. That's all.
I think I might go back and do the journey because I was just reading.
You have to make a new character in the new map because they only.
And that's fine. I'm not that far.
Yeah.
In the regular game, I played a fair amount, but I'm not like. So far, it's not worth restarting.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I was thanks our buddy Seth because we used to play with him a lot.
Yeah, we played him a lot.
And I was like, hey, getting back into this. You interested? And he was like, yeah, we should.
And he said, who is this?
He said, new number, who this?
Who this?
Yeah. It's not new number.
It's not.
Phone.
That's not it
new
at
phone,
all.
who this?
Yeah, it's not it at all.
Yeah. One cool thing. Okay, so this has been in the game for a while, and I just hadn't played it with the tracks. That's really fun.
Yeah, that was a new thing. Like a couple of weeks ago, I jumped on it, just kind of playing around.
A couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, it was a while ago. I don't even think I talked about it on the show.
Yeah,
maybe I did, very briefly.
But tracks are
they're railroad tracks
are pretty good.
They're pretty good. You can you'll just like go roaming through some dark caverns because they're there. You know, like this is terrifying and cool.
Also. My RGB keyboard.
Yeah.
The game. I didn't set it up or nothing.
Yeah.
The game just automatically controls my keyboard, the colors on it, and depending on what biome I'm in, depends on what color it is.
Oh, okay.
And if I'm above ground, it's kind of blue and green with a lot of green.
Matching this color scheme.
And then the controls will highlight for me.
Oh, okay.
So like
that's nice.
The WASD keys are always lit up.
Yeah.
But if I'm hurt, the H key will glow.
Oh.
That's the hotkey for healing
or
taking a potion.
Okay.
And I was like, that's cool.
Nice.
And so like stuff will just light up for me. Like, hey, you can do this. Okay.
The problem with me is I would never look at my keyboard to notice it.
I wasn't really paying attention to it. I played for a good 20 minutes before I realized the colors were different.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then there was a blood moon, and the whole thing turned red.
Ooh.
I was like, this is awesome. I was so excited that this is tied to my game.
Mm-hmm.
And we have used up so much time.
Yeah.
Did you have any other games you want to cover before?
No, that's about it.
Before we jump into we've been doing this a lot, where we ramble a lot on the games, but
well, that's the whole reason we do this show, Dudley.
Yeah. I want to talk about a couple of things.
Yeah.
I may not get to everything on my list, but the big thing that happened this week was Paper Mario.
Oh yeah.
The Origami King was announced for Switch.
I'm super excited about
Comes
this.
out in July.
I know, it's not far off.
Not far off.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I haven't played all the Paper Mario games, but I remember the first one liking it a lot, and then maybe the second one I played a lot.
I didn't play any of them.
Yeah,
I've never played any of them.
Not even the first one?
No, I didn't. I just never got them.
Really?
I don't think if I played
liked
the first one, I don't remember.
Yeah, I liked them. I always thought I loved the style. I liked the little RPG elements and stuff. It's just cool.
Because it's kind of the replacement of Mario RPG.
In a way, especially the first ones. It was very much this is a new version of the RPG we're doing.
And this one looks good.
It looks fun.
It has
I'm
a 3D
super excited.
thing to it with the origami folding, and they hold all these funny. At least in the trailer, all these funny terms, puns, fold and bend, and I'm like, oh, this is great. This looks great.
I'm super excited. I'm probably gonna grab it when it comes out.
The other thing I want to mention, the Destiny 2, the games, the Guardian games has ended.
Yeah.
The Titans won. Not that anyone cares.
I thought you were going to switch sides.
I didn't. I didn't even play this week. Yeah. Dre didn't either. And he was a Titan.
Farm Sims.
We started playing Farm Sims.
Farm Sims, the new Destiny 2.
All they got, though, was a tiny statue.
I know, I saw that.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. Did you see that people are terraforming their island to look like images?
Yeah, I did.
A guy whose island is named Danny DeVito made Danny DeVito's face on the island.
Of course he did.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
That's impressive.
I didn't know the island was called Danny DeVito.
Yeah, the island called Danny DeVito. So he knew that's what he was going to do when he started the island.
That's true.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
They had a demo of the Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
The tech demo.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
I watched a chunk of it. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It looks nice. All I thought was my computer will do this.
Yeah. Well, they will. They come all kinds of crazy things and the new technology. It looked real nice.
The detail on the lightings was very nice.
And it's impressive because it was running on a PS5.
Yeah.
And it looks fucking amazing.
Yeah. It looks really good.
Where was it? Oh, and speaking of the PlayStation 5, apparently the whole coronavirus thing will not affect the release date for the PlayStation, and they're still planning to release it, the PlayStation 5 in the fall-ish, Christmas time kind of thing.
Okay.
So
are you going to get one?
I don't know. It depends on what games are on it. That's the selling point to me. I gotta have some exclusive games. Otherwise, why?
I'm tempted only because it plays Ultra HD DVDs.
Yeah.
And even then, Ultra HD Blu-rays.
Blu-rays, not
DVDs. I don't know what age I'm in.
Daniel, they lost.
I know.
The HD DVD lost.
I know.
Blu-ray won.
I know.
You chose the wrong side.
I almost bought. Remember when the Xbox had the HD DVD player, a separate drive you could hook up to your.
Mm-hmm. You would have been on the wrong side of history.
To the Xbox 360, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And then it lost. And I'm like, "I'm glad I didn't buy into that."
Oh man. But so they're coming out. They've also announced the PlayStation Studios will be the branding on their first party games.
Okay.
With a logo that's very similar to the Xbox logo.
Is it really?
Microsoft Studios one, which is also very similar to the Marvel Studios one. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, they ripped off."
That looks good.
They ripped off Microsoft. I'm like, no, they ripped off Marvel.
Did you look because I was like pointing?
Yeah, I did.
I was doing that that was the executives at these businesses going, that looks good, let's do that. And I did a point and Dudley looked at where I pointed.
Yeah.
I sold it.
There's you have a ray tracing ability now.
Yes, I do. I have
You
that
might
power.
want to look at this mod for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, really?
It's called Natural Vision Evolved.
Hmm.
It's a mod that enhances the graphics
Okay.
and adds some ray tracing elements.
Okay.
And it looks amazing.
Okay.
Like,
Maybe I'll check it out.
It makes it look realistic. And the lighting effects and the reflecting stuff is pretty impressive.
Okay.
So you might want to go
Maybe
look at
I'll
that.
check it out.
Since you got that power.
I got the power, yeah.
And the last thing, if I have time, I don't know how much. Yeah, we got. Okay, cool. Konami released a demo of a browser game,
Okay.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they
I
released
just didn't
a-
realize it was Konami.
Yeah, Konami has.
Do you use the
DDR.
arrow keys? Or?
It does use the arrow key, and which at first I was like, "What's the point?" But apparently, you can, if you have a USB dance pad, you can hook it up to your computer, and it will. You can use it on the game.
Okay.
But I feel like, why would people do this? What? Why would you play with the arrow keys? That's lame.
You
That's not dancing.
learn it.
That's
Dudley.
typing.
Dance Dance Revolution was never dancing.
Well, it's the closest I ever got. Ubisoft is suing Google and Apple.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's for a game they didn't even make.
Yeah.
They're just putting it out on Google Play and the Apple Store.
Yeah.
It's a game called Area F2, which is basically ripping off
yeah, they said it's the same as
Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, it's got a number in it and everything.
yeah, and apparently it's developed by a Chinese company.
Well, not surprising.
Not surprising there.
It was either China or Russia.
Yeah.
Which one?
But it's apparently really difficult to, file an IP lawsuit against them, so they just filed
They're
it
just
against
fighting against the people who are putting
hosting
it out.
it, basically, and hoping they'll just take it down, which will probably be what happens.
Yeah.
And therefore,
They win, I guess.
They win. They win.
At least in America.
At least in America.
Yeah.
Because you can't win in China.
I don't know.
I don't either. Never been.
I have a friend there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who?
Well,
I guess you don't have to say.
I don't have to name him. Don't ask me to name people.
Don't name names on the show.
Who do you know this is? It's one of those people doing the teaching English thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I bet that's.
I know
crazy
people
over there.
everywhere, Dudley.
I bet it's
I'm
crazy.
a man about town.
I bet it was pretty crazy there for a while.
I'm not sure because he was back, and then I think he went back. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't actually know if he's there now.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Oh, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
I
Okay.
actually was able to cram
You
all
done-
that into a short amount of time.
You cram all that into
Just
your
like
plowing.
that plowing. Took that blade and
I'm
shoved
glad,
it into the ground.
I'm glad you've opened up and you're really comfortable talking about it, Dudley.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you.
Mine and Trey's partnership in this.
Yeah,
this
partners in farm.
in farm. Yes.
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 All right. Well, I would hope everyone will be partners of us and our podcast and go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com.
And plow right into those episodes.
Plow right into those episodes and subscribe so that we know how to make sure you know when to plow.
Yes.
And by plow, I mean listen.
Listen once a week on Mondays.
Once a week, starting on Mondays.
Yes.
Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.
Did you forget your name?
No, I was thinking about making another plowing joke, but it didn't come quick enough.